Good morning, girls. I hope you all are fine, staying healthy. So today in computers, we are going to start with chapter 3, HTML. Okay. So nowadays, you all make use of internet. If you buy something, you make use of online shopping system. Okay. If you want to reserve tickets, you make use of e-reservation. So as you can see, internet is playing a very important role in our life, and internet is connection of many computers. You can even say it is network of network. Okay. So computers on internet can either be a server or can be a client. Fine. A client send request to the server and the server respond immediately with the required data. So client completely depend on a server for files, devices, processing, etc. So a server is that computer that stores file and information, and all the files and information that is stored in a server, they are stored in a form of website. Okay, so we have discussed in chapter 1 that website are collection of many pages, and those pages are known as web pages. And web pages, they contain text, graphics, video, audio, animation, links to other page, hyperlinks, all these things. Okay. So have you ever thought that how these web pages are created? So today we are going to study that only, that how the web pages are created. So for creating a web page, we make use of HTML. Okay, the full form of HTML is H is for hyper, T is for text, M is for markup, and L is for language. Fine. So hypertext markup language means it is a language, but it is not a programming language, it is a scripting language. And it is mainly used to design static web pages. Okay. Here H means what? Hyper. Hyper means it is only going to give it some reference links in it. Okay. T is text. It means the simple data. Okay. The text means the simple data. M means a markup. Markup means that it consists of some predefined objects, tags, things. So something predefined. Okay. And language. Language is a medium to communicate. So this language is for communication. Okay. How to communicate. So when you use reference link, data and predefined tags to communicate, it is HTML, that is hypertext markup language. Okay. So markup means predefined. It means it consists of some tags, and these tags are predefined. Okay. And these tags are used to describe or are used in defining your web pages. The tags are used to define your web pages. Okay. So now what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is used to create what? Web pages which consist of text, graphics, audio, video, animation. Fine. And HTML, it enables you to mark up text so that you can function as hypertext on the web. So it makes this hypertext markup language, this makes text look more interactive and more dynamic. Okay. So HTML consists of its own symbols which tells the browser how to display the page. And these predefined symbols, as I said, it consists of some predefined things. So HTML consists of some symbols that are predefined, and these predefined symbols are known as tags. And even HTML consists of certain links. Okay, we can add links to the web pages. To connect different web pages, we make use of links, and those links are known as hyperlinks. Okay, so a brief history of HTML is that HTML, okay, its journey started in early 1980s. Okay, the working on HTML started in early 1980s, and at that time it was known as GML, that is General Markup Language. Fine. Then in 1986, okay, they got the SGML, okay, that is Standard General Markup Language. This GML was modified and a new language came, that is SGML, that is Standard General Markup Language. Then in 1989, okay, this Tim Berners-Lee, he redesigned this language and named it in 1989 it as HTML. Okay, and after 2 years, new version, that is HTML 3.0 was announced with some modifications. Again after 2 years, a new version of HTML was announced, that is HTML 4.0 with few additional features. Then HTML5 was released on 28th October 2014. HTML5 was announced. The HTML5 tags are supported by most of the modern web browsers. Okay, so today we are going to study this HTML5. If you want to write HTML document, okay, you have to make use of two things. The first thing is a text editor. It can be any text editor. You can even make use of Notepad. Okay, here you are only going to create a document. And the second thing that you will require is your browser. Okay, so Internet Explorer, it is inbuilt Explorer. It is inbuilt browser on your computer. You can use Google Chrome, Mozilla, whichever you want to. And a browser, it is just for viewing your document. Okay, so HTML editor, a text editor, it is used for creating your this HTML document, and browser is used for viewing your document. Fine. So for writing HTML document, you need text editor and a browser for viewing your document. So how are you going to write a program? Okay. So for writing, I will give you a simple example. For the first is you're going to open Notepad. This is how you may write HTML program on a Notepad, the text editor. Then you will go to File and you will save it. So for when you will save, in a file name, you will enter the name of the file, and then every web page designed in this HTML tag should be saved with the extension .html or .htm. Okay, like if you're making a document, it is saved with the extension .doc. If you're making an Excel file, it is saved with an extension .xls. If you're making a Python file, it is saved with py. A C file, it is saved by .c, C++ .cpp. Similarly, an HTML file is saved with an extension .html or .htm. Okay, then now you've done writing of your code on a Notepad. Now you want to execute it. So for executing it, you make use of web browser. Any web browser that is installed on your system. Then you will click on a web browser. Suppose if I will be using Google Chrome. So in Google Chrome, menu bar is not there. So you have to press Ctrl O, and then you have to locate your file on the drive wherever it is stored. Okay, while Firefox, Internet Explorer and all, menu bar is there. So you can click on a file and open, and you can open your file. So this is how you can create your HTML document. Fine. So we have done what is an HTML. It is hypertext markup language. It is a client scripting language. It is not a programming language. We have done a brief history of HTML, and we have done a sample program of HTML. So in the next class, we will be doing a practical of this HTML. That there are many tags that are used in HTML. We will be discussing each tag. Okay.